Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our group are going to presentation about the international training where it's related to international human resource management. Our group they are MUTIA AZZAHRA who will explain the introduction, Stella Clarissa who will explain the issues, TASYA PERMATASARI who will explain the example of company, and TESYA HAYATRI who will give the conclusion and recommendation based on our explanation, especially issues. International training and development is one of the most important and effective in international human resource management activities. International training and management development are always closely associated in the management literature. Training aims to improve current work skills and behavior, whereas development aims to increase abilities in relation to some future position or job, usually a managerial one. A truly global manager needs a set of context-specific abilities, such as industry-specific knowledge and a core of certain characteristics, such as cultural sensitivity, ability to handle responsibility, ability to develop subordinates, and ability to exhibit and demonstrate. These characteristics and skills are considered as important international competencies and all can be developed through effective international training and management development. Gerson proposed 4 strategies for developing global managers: international travel, the formation of diversified teams, the international assignment, and training. These 4 strategies relate to expatriation management, particularly integrating international training and management development. According to Usman Ghani and Tant, 2005, that the international programs are and practice employed or called international training are carried out by multinational companies to train and develop their employees in the subsidiaries in other countries.
Issues of international training. With the development of the times, many companies are expanding globally or developing their business abroad. The development of a company can be seen from the ability of the company to operate abroad. The development of a company that is getting bigger will require increasingly complex human resources to meet the needs of companies in different countries. Human resources for work abroad are called expatriate. In this international assignment, employers often experience difficulties. This is presumably because the company does not pay attention to what is needed by expatriates in carrying out these international tasks. Factors that cause expatriates to have difficulties. First, cultural shock and chaos. Cultural difference of the country where the expatriate is placed with the country of origin. This is because expatriates are required to be able to communicate and know all things local culture, which aims to create good harmony. If the expatriate is not familiar with the culture of the new environment, then the expatriate cannot interact effectively. For example, the American work culture address to an ethnocentrism leadership style that considers the leadership style in America to be good or superior. The inability of expatriates to adapt to a new culture results in weak control over human resource management, which results in decreased performance effectiveness. Second, lack of support from the parent company. The parent company has a big role in the success of expatriates when carrying out their duties. Many parent companies do not provide support and even ignore their employees who are on duty abroad. And last is duration of assignment. These longer assignments are based on the company's willingness to provide more time for expatriates to adjust and improve performance. Too much emphasis is placed on the selection of expatriates' technical expertise by neglecting attention to other attributes that can help adaptation to new foreign assignment and lack of training for oversized assignment.
For example, of the specific organization, it happened to a Chinese multinational telecommunication company with its head office in Shenzhen, China, namely ZTE Corporation, whereas a global leader in the field of telecommunication and information technology. Cross-cultural differences are one of the factors that cause expatriates to find it difficult to carry out international assignments in their companies. ZTE Corporation has a potential problem with cultural differences that occur between Eastern and Western cultures. In this case, the cultural differences lie in the company's operational activities. For example, cultural shock felt by every expatriate who works in Belgium due to their lack of knowledge about the culture and life they will face and lack of training in this regard. In addition, problems that occur in expatriates are limitation in language, making it difficult for them to adapt to cross cultures. This is supported by the absence of training for each employee so that they don't accept and have difficulty adapting to cross cultures. The reason for the absence of training is because Branches Belgium is small and the fact that Belgium has two main cultures, French and Flemish, makes it difficult to conduct cross-cultural training. So, expatriates mention getting into trouble when dealing with the Belgian government. Expats complain there are too many rules to obey and never receive training on how to deal with them. Moreover, it is difficult to train employees in both languages due to the limited number of teachers to teach the language in China and the lack of motivation of an expatriate so that they tend to speak in English. Therefore, it's important for the company to provide training on the introduction of culture and how life will be experienced by expatriates when working abroad. Such training allows expatriates to adjust to the local culture more quickly and allows them to work more effectively in a new environment. In addition, ZTE Corporation can also provide training in more frequently used language such as English as an internationally recognized language. There are three types of English language training that we can use to train the expatriates. Include first, English survival, designed for basic survival scenarios such as those occurring at customs, hotels, and restaurants. The goal is to achieve proficient utilization in those typical situations by practicing. Second is business English, designed for situations related to market, business, administration, legal issues, or HR related issues to meet the demands of overseas business expansion. The goal is to achieve operational support by studying courseware and scene simulation. And the last is customized English, designed for customers and managers in technical support to meet specific requirements during assignments.
From the discussion above, it can be concluded international training and development is one of international human resources management most crucial activities, and the potential benefits of activities training and development are widely acknowledged. It is for that reason that the main objective of international training should be to develop an understanding of cultural difference and an ability to work with host country nationals in order to facilitate management know-how transfer from the holding country. In addition, international training also serves to avoid difficulties experienced by human resources working abroad or expatriates, caused by several things such as cultural shock and chaos, support from the holding company, and lack of assignment. For example, ZTA Corporation provide training for its employee on the introduction of culture and how life will be faced by expertise when working abroad. In addition, ZTA Corporation can also provide training in more commonly used language such as English and internationally recognized language.